Guys, Dr. Rachel Hippolyte here. So I want to talk to you about one of the main largest problems with poor mental health, and that's the mindset that a poorly functioning brain gives us. And then also just to describe how neurofeedback and training the brain to work at its best can help improve that mindset and allows you to take back control not only of how you feel, but also the situation of your life. So it really allows you to take back control of your life. And I see this in my clients literally every single day. So let's talk about those two mindsets. We have the cause mindset and we have the effect mindset. So we're going to talk about the cause mindset first, and that's really the negative mindset where we give up all power by believing or blaming that someone or something or some situation is causing us to feel like this. Now, that could be a family member, that could be a friend, that could be a colleague, that could be a job that we don't like, it could be a job that we can't get, it could be not having any money to buy something that we want. But when we're in this mindset and we're saying, and we often use this, I feel like this because, then we're in that cause mindset. And this really does ensure that we stay exactly stuck where we are, because what we're doing is we're relying on someone else or something else that we have no control over at all to make us happy. Now, the other mindset is the effect mindset. And that's where we actually see, rather than a situation or a person causing us to feel like this, we see that it is our brains that are choosing and causing us to feel like this, to feel this negative emotion. Whatever the situation. By being in this mindset, we take back the power, because the only person that can change how we feel is ourselves. And by blaming someone or something else, we've given away our power and we're relying on someone or someone else to make that change. And we can't do that. The only person that we have control over is ourselves. And by taking back that belief that we are in charge of how we feel, we are in charge of our brains, it's our brains that are choosing to feel like that, whatever the situation, we've literally taken back control. Now, it's really hard to do, especially when you have that negative mindset, because that negative mindset then puts us in that cause. Okay, one of the most amazing things that I see with training the brain, as the brain becomes healthier, those new neural pathways put us more in the moment, but they also really empower us to see what we need to do to get the life that we want. No longer are we a victim to our situation, but it allows us to, as the brain becomes healthier, as the brain functions better, it gives us that effect mindset and allows us to see what we need to do to get the life we want, what steps we need to put into place, to make us happier. Okay, now it might be that we see it that we might decide that somebody isn't important in our lives anymore, or the stress or the drama or whatever is actually not benefiting us. It might be, and I had so many clients who have suddenly left the job that was making them unhappy. They had suddenly had the mental capacity to look for a new job and to leave that job, whereas before fear stopped them doing it because they were so focused on what they didn't want. So new jobs, I see clients all the time doing this. I've had clients that have left unhappy relationships, whereas before all they couldn't see what they could have to be happy. And when their brain started functioning well, all of a sudden they knew exactly what they needed to do without fear in order to get the life that they wanted and they deserved. For me, it was I needed to, business-wise, there were certain aspects of my business that I've suddenly realised after all this time that were making me unhappy. and therefore all of a sudden I needed one, I could see, and two, I had the mental capacity without fear to recognize what I needed to change in those businesses to get the life I want, to decrease that stress. And so when your brain functions well, it gives you options. When your brain functions well, you are back in control of your life. So just have a think. Are you in cause effect, where you're blaming someone else for feeling like this or blaming a situation for feeling like this? Or are you in effect, where you take on the responsibility of how you feel and recognize what you need to do to be able to feel better, even if it takes a little bit of time to put those steps in place. So have a think about it. It's one of the things I see all the time in neurofeedback. Clients, when their brains start functioning well, all of a sudden see options to be able to put steps into place to work towards the life that they want. Okay, guys, I hope that makes sense. Have a think about it. Are you in cause or are you in effect? Thanks, guys.